Hello and welcome back to Great Linguistic Expectations. I hope you're all having a very nice day, because being in a good mood is essential to be happy in life. And in fact, that's what I wanted to talk about today. These periods of stagnation which set you back from self-realization, reaching your goals and being happy in general. I'm sure all of you guys have experienced this thing at some point of your life. For me, the last time it happened was in autumn, and it was quite miserable. And in fact, the thing that helped me was escaping to Helsinki alone to celebrate New Year. By the way, I ended up in a very good company, but that's another story. We are not talking about escaping today. But, well, it's a good idea for a video, I guess. Well, getting back to stagnation. Stagnation is never good, because at first it leads to self-doubt, then to self-pity and then to depression. And depression is an awful thing. It affects not only your mind, but it can also have physical consequences. And I know what I'm talking about here. So, how do we fight it? At first, the most obvious thing to do at these early stages is to stop it. Stop thinking about not being satisfied with your life, stop feeling miserable, and just go on with the thing you're doing. I know it's not always easy, and in most cases it's pretty difficult. And so if you don't succeed in this, the next thing you should do is to identify the reasons for this stagnation period. For example, for me, it's being impatient to get the result that I want. I know it's the most awful thing to do on the quest to self-realization, but I can't help it. And I fight it as hard as I can, because as one very clever person said,
it's better go the right way slowly than getting just somewhere fast.
There may be other reasons for that. For example, you feel that something is missing in your life and it upsets you, or you feel the lack of support from your friends or family or whoever. And this really makes you feel that maybe you're not worthy, or just you can't do the things that you want to do. And when you identify the reasons for being stuck, you will be able to find the ways to fix that. Another helpful thing to do is to remember that initial moment when you decided that these things are important for you, that these goals will lead you to great happiness and probably make you the happiest person in the world. And when you actually remember it, you will feel the eagerness to continue again, and you'll know why you're doing that. And so you'll be inspired. And remember,
if you turn around now, all the steps you took don't mean a thing.
This album inspired me a lot in autumn, and it helped me to go on. So I quote it everywhere I can, so I'm very sorry for that, if it's annoying. The next tip might seem difficult for those people who feel that they are strong enough to fight with all the problems on their own. And I'm one of those people. But listen to me, it actually helps. So the thing that you need to do is to talk with other people. Just discuss these problems with your friends and family, and I'm sure it will help. Because do you remember that wonderful TV show, House MD, when Dr. House just discussed this, the problems, medical problems, or just his patients with other people, other doctors, or even not doctors as far as I remember. And some person just said something maybe even irrelevant to the problem, and Dr. House had a revelation how to cure a patient. So that's exactly the thing that can happen here. Anyone can say a random thing and you will finally realize what to do next and how to solve all the problems that bother you. I hope this video might help anyone, and please tell me in the comments whether you've ever experienced this stagnation thing and how you usually cope with it. I wish you all never to fall in this pit of self-doubt and self-pity. So don't be too hard on yourself. We are all human beings and we can feel different kinds of emotions. But don't ever yield to depression. It's never good. Thank you very much. I'll see you next week. Goodbye.